Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Lions are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against that Jets defense that will need to be on its game.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Detroit Lions. A first down throw for Cousins. And his first pass is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So that'll back them up 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A second down run for Abdullah. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Cousins now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Davis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down, Cousins. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they're on the move as they face a second down here. They'll run with Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. A first throw for the backup Griffin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Here we go, Ohio!
They start the drive with Abdullah. And some room to maneuver. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll set up the throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll drop to throw. This is screen to Abdullah. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room to run inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll set up to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll run for it. This is Abdullah. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make. Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board. 3 points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. To throw is RG3. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. On the carry, it's Davis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack. Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility. Now Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation. That's pulled in at the 32. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. They're in the 2nd quarter at Heinz Field. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch. To throw now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On the left side, a catch by White. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Lions will take over. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Now back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go. Flex round, flex round. Flex round, flex round.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd down now after the incompletion.
Take left. Here we go. Flex round, flex round.
They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this one will actually go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how we conclude this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards to go here on second down. Now a give. This is Abdullah. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and run with Abdullah. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A first down throw for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Cousins. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
for Cousins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Shedding the tackle. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that one for the 49ers now a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They go with Abdullah again. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Jets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Here's Davis now. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They go again with Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From midfield now, here's Griffin. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Linval Joseph in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. And he's got room. And now look at him go. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They're going to look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now it's Griffin. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Griffin. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 2nd and 10, once again, Griffin. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. To throw is RG3. And an alley to run. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And still for me, with the injuries, every time he carries that football, you just kind of hold your breath, don't you?
You have to, because you noted it. The injuries in the past have...
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down. The Jets on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be third and forever. Out of the gun, Griffin. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Charles Johnson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Slide, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 23 yards on the play. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Watch tight. Tight end right. Come on.
They'll try to run it in with Abdullah. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now third and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this offense on third down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Amir Abdullah with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. And it was the Panthers that wound up winning that one. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Griffin. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jets on third down, a very anemic, 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Griffin dancing to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. No problem for the Steelers. They have opened that lead up a bit further. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Lions, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.